I never StreamYard is weird. I never know if I'm back at me, rabies and grubby old ladies. It's time for whatever this is. Dave, you want to join me? I could just sit here playing music. Will this work? Actually, I think I've tried to do this before. Oh, Epidemic has forgotten who I am. Oh, okay. Booxefest. Okay, so if I okay. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Carol. Hi, Peanut. Hi, Burnt. Hi, Michael Williams. Yeah, hold on. I think Dave wants to join me. Dave. My last message to Dave was going to bed so early. That was probably like 2:30 a.m. or some stupid shit. How do I screen? Can I share my screen? Can you guys hear that? Hello, Lori. Hello, Wiz. Wow, Rich. Haven't seen you in a while. Kelly Simmons. Mark Campbell. Can you guys hear the music? I can hear it. I have to turn. What's the audio thing? Echo cancellation. There. Turned off echo cancellation. Hit the thumbs up. You can't hear it? Shit, I wish that would work. I don't know how to audio avatars. You can't hear it. Damn it. I wonder why. If I put it on screen. Okay, can you hear it now? That it's on screen? David Barnum, welcome. Daniel Lucia? I don't know what we're talking about tonight. We'll see if Jess wants to join us as well. Yeah, Rich, I saw that that Fitbit commercial. You still can't hear the music. Well, this is a huge disappointment. Dave, can you hear the music?
Nope, I can't.
Rats. I wonder if I could try just doing this instead of coming through my earbud. Can you?
No, I can't. I can't.
You know I'm going to call every bluff. Okay, I could just...
There it is.
But then it's difficult for me to hear.
Oh.
Is it breaking up when I talk or when you talk? When you talk, can you still hear the music?
Yep, I can still hear the music. I'm just turning down my
Say something.
volume a bit.
How was your day?
It was we spent the weekend doing outdoor chores, raking grass, fertilizing. We had a big honking bonfire last night.
Oh yeah.
It was we had a big pile of old brush that we've been collecting for about 3 years. We burned it all last night. Yep, so it's all gone. But I was also up till 3 a.m. waiting for the fire to go out. So,
Oh.
yeah. No, it was a good weekend. It was
All right.
it was quiet. Friday and Monday. Well, as you know, Friday night was a little late, not too late, not later than usual. So I think we were up till 1:30, 1:45.
Yeah. Thanks. By the way, I never thank you and Marcus enough for helping me out with the Booxefest.
Oh,
You guys are awesome.
It's my pleasure. Glad I can help.
And you shouldn't think that, I keep meaning to say this to you. You shouldn't think that you always need to do that. I mean, I way back when I first made Marcus a moderator, I said, "Gee, it'd be really helpful if you could welcome everybody to chat because the whole delayed chat thing." And I never meant for it to be like his job to do that, every single time. I just thought it might be nice, but he took it on and he's been doing it ever since.
I
But
think
like if
people
you,
people like being greeted.
oh, absolutely. Absolutely, and it's a great thing, but you shouldn't feel that you always have to. And you took it on too, but
Yeah.
you shouldn't feel like you always have to do that. If you want to take a night off and just
No, it's good because Mark helps out too, right? Mark Campbell also helps out. Between the three of us, we pretty well greet everybody.
well, Mark is whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Mark's here. Hey, Mark, love you too, Mark.
Who we got in
doing,
the
Jess?
house? Oh man, I'm bushed. I installed a new TV on the wall today, but what that meant was opening up the wall and rerouting a bunch of wires and stuff.
Oh.
So I'm about ready for bed, but I figured, hey, Russell's live streaming. Better get in on that.
I was about to say you're always bushed, but okay, so you actually did a project.
Yeah, it took all day. It's good though.
Well,
It's good
that's
to have
cool.
it done.
I mean, it's cool that what you just described is cool because I think a lot of people are just like hang the TV up and then all the cables kind of go up the wall.
Yeah, no.
They don't go inside. And I got the same problem here. I got 3 wires hanging from this TV, but with the pine tongue and groove up, like I should have. You know what I should have done. Honestly.
Well, it's a lot easier to rip out some what the hell is gyps in English? Drywall than it is to start, cutting out, tongue and groove. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I had the foresight to put an electrical outlet up there behind the TV.
Nice.
But then I've got 2 HDMI cables coming down, one for my computer, one for my laptop when I plug that in.
Right. Hey, Long's Quest is here. How's it going?
Yeah. Hey, Skip.
Shawnee's here. Shawnee was told some pretty crappy news. Happy to see all your faces.
Oh, so is this what it's like when I'm on your live stream and you're reading off the comment, or I'm reading off the comments and putting them on screen and stuff?
Yeah.
You're like, oh wait, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to help out here. I'm being all helpful and stuff. But also, it's funny like how many names I recognize on each of our live streams.
Yeah, you're.
I'm riding your
I hate to
coattails.
say
Is
it,
that
but
what you're trying?
Your live stream is slowly becoming the Russell and Jess live stream.
I've noticed.
And I can't help feeling a little bit guilty.
I kind of want to have Kevin back on and talk to him about his book. His self-published book. Well, that one once around. I'm gonna start that whole sentence again. All right. and go. The one that once around Algonquin, the one that he had to self-publish because it's not a guidebook, and his publishers was like, "Wait, what? Do you know about this?"
Well, how long ago did he do that? Oh,
I was
I
last.
remember you
It
guys
was,
talking about it.
yeah, it was last year, I think. But I mean, I used to work in publishing, so to me, it's interesting stuff. I wanna talk to him about. I think Joe Robinette self-published a children's book, didn't he?
Did he? That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I think so.
Bam, son. Are you okay, Jess?
Yeah, I just
He's choking
Yeah.
on his
I don't think
teeth.
it was that.
Yeah.
I don't think it was that funny.
Scout goes camping by Joe Robinette.
A kid's book. Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder how his what was it, National Geographic thing or was it Disney?
I don't remember.
Oh, he's got a new TV show.
I do not remember. It's nice to see things working out for him. I mean, because let's face it, bushcraft is kind of an edge case in a lot of ways. Yeah, so it's there you go. Scout goes camping.
Oh.
Now, the thing is, I didn't order it because I tried to order it off of the publisher's website or whatever. And once you worked in the exchange and the shipping, it was kind of eye-watering. So I was like, I don't really want to spend $70 on a children's book right now.
Do you have Amazon
That's interesting.
Prime?
It's almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Scout goes camping. I wonder, like, if he illustrated himself or.
No, I don't think so. I think I don't remember how it worked out, but it was excuse me. It was it's a company that sort of does. I don't remember. I have no recollection of how the hell this thing shook out, which is kind of embarrassing because I started the conversation. But so we're just gonna move right along. Happy Sunday, everybody.
I just want to say, it's a sorrowful Sunday here, but I just want to say, Kristen, you don't look drunk at all in that thumbnail there. Nice job.
Is it sorrowful Sunday because City Girl went home today?
Yeah. I mean, it's not really sorrowful because she's been here for 2.5 weeks and she comes back in a few days. So,
Right. So
it's fine.
sorrowful in inverted commas.
But she's
Yeah.
going back to work, feeling better enough to go back to work.
Oh yeah, she's almost fine. I mean, just that lingering cough. There's Natasha. Hello, Natasha. And Ali G is here.
Ali G.
Oh, there's Tim.
Hey, Tim's here. I would like to say, guys, that I used up 3 GoPro batteries on yesterday. They do not last. Like,
No.
I didn't spend 8 hours shooting a YouTube video. I spent a couple of hours.
Yeah. Oh, it's so much worse in the wintertime too.
I carry
anyway.
2 spares with me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got 2 more for you, Jess.
Sweet. I'll take them because I was like on the last one. I was like, I really do kind of hope I get to the end of what I want to do today. And then it did, so it was fine. But I don't like having the stress. I don't like battery stress.
I'm
Two
not
things I
going to
don't like.
film in 4K again.
You know?
No. It's
Why not?
Well, it takes up more memory on the card.
Yes.
And when I uploaded to YouTube, it went up as 1080p. So what's the point?
But did you get the right codec though when you did that?
Well, I thought I did.
Oh,
I thought I did.
Who are you again on YouTube? We're talking about
Twilight.
the compost bin, right?
Twilight Twit Cabin. There, yeah.
Oh no, you still got the ABC one. So I thought you learned how to get past that.
I used H.264, and
No. I thought that if you did it in 2K, uploaded in 2K, then you got the other codec, the VP09.
Yeah. Well, I uploaded in 10. I filmed in 4K, and I couldn't upload in 4K. There was something with DaVinci, which I couldn't get it to upload in 4K. So yeah, I'll try. I gotta keep playing.
Excuse me while I launch DaVinci here. But you know, Dave, I shoot in 4K. Actually, I realized I had been shooting in 5K, so I fixed that because that really sucks the crap out of your computer. But hold on, let me just sort of pop open a little something here.
Well, that was the other thing too. My computer, when I rendered on Thursday my 20-minute video, my computer was dying. Like the fan was running on it, and it was just I couldn't do anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to the. Okay, no. Here's the thing. It's funny. YouTube. Yeah. Okay. Can I share my screen here? Like, is this interesting enough for me to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Okay. I mean, there's no rules here. There's only 25 people watching.
There's only 25. That right there is the difference between your channel and mine, Russ. I'm like, woo! I got 25 people watching. You're like, oh, only 25. I hope they're all hitting the thumbs up. Hey, I hope everyone's hitting the thumbs up.
Before you do that, Shawnee, I'll tell you what, Shawnee, City Girl is pretty easygoing when it comes to food. Like she does some pretty fancy stuff, but I mean, our favorite meal, which is what we had yesterday, is mashed potatoes with a little bit of gravy, like poutine gravy, and then a barbecue chicken that I did like 2 weeks ago, and I stuck it in the freezer. And that's probably one of her favorite meals when she comes here. It's really simple to do.
Nice.
But she's pretty easygoing. Go ahead, Jess.
Not sure if I'm sharing this. Okay, so I clicked on. I mean, we're not gonna. This isn't gonna take forever because you know. Yep. So obviously we go here to delivery. Is that what this is called? Yep. Deliver.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you go under YouTube, you have 720, 1080, or 2160. So if you select 2160, then you enter your silly name, your video, right? And then you add to render queue. It should, and then you hit save, which I'm not going to do because I don't need to. This video is already up online.
Wait. For audio codec, what are your options there? It says AAC?
I think I only have AAC. Why do I only have AAC?
Oh, sorry. Okay, video codec. What do you got for video codec?
264 or 265.
Yeah.
Okay, have you tried 265?
I haven't tried 265.
You're asking me? No. I haven't tried 265 either.
Is there a massive difference between 264 and 265?
265 is just a more recent one. But okay, so what do you get for under resolution?
Yeah.
Does it just take a while for the drop-down box to show up?
It's not showing you?
No, I don't see it.
No.
I wonder if it's because it's not this window; it's a new window. So just tell us what are the options?
Okay, everything from 720 by 480 NTSC to 3840 by 2160 Ultra HD, and then there's 1828 by 1332. That's Academy.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
There's 2K full aperture, VistaVision. Like you don't want to use any of these.
Okay, but just up there where it says YouTube, right underneath it says 1080p.
Yeah. Which is weird, right? Because
oh, I see. Okay, so you can change that.
Yeah.
Well, no. In DaVinci, when you set up a new project, you choose what you want, right? You can choose 1080p, or you can choose 2K or 4K, 30 frames a second. You set up your project for to match what you filmed in, I assume.
I'm trying to remember where I checked the project. I think isn't that in media?
Yes. Yeah, yes. Dave, obviously you can't do a higher resolution or whatever than what you filmed. I mean, you can, but you can't.
Yeah, it wouldn't be worth it to do that. So
What's the one DaVinci doesn't want to open?
I think we went through this before, Dave. I think if you film in 2160 and you edit your project in 2160 and you upload it in 2160, then you should get the better codec.
Yeah. Or well, you can. No, what we did was, remember we did that little test where you said go down the driveway, do a 30-second clip, and we tested iMovie and we also tested DaVinci. So if I upload, if I film in 1080p, but I can upload in 2K, then I get the better codec. Right? I don't get, I forget what the two of them are, but you get the
VP09. It's
VP09,
VP09 or AVC1.
AAC.
VP0.
Yeah.
AVC1. But.
So I mean, definitely the quality, the resolution is definitely better in DaVinci than in iMovie, and there's so many more functions in DaVinci versus iMovie. It's such a steep learning curve. I'm trying to learn Fusion now, and it's tough.
There's a real learning curve for Fusion. Yes, it is. But it's worth it, though, because at least until I get my new computer in July, I mean, I'm stuck using DaVinci on this PC. And I want to get back to doing some masking the way I used to before everything went to hell on my channel. Like, I would walk and my logo would I would unmask my logo as I walk past and stuff like that. I want to get back into doing stuff like that. And DaVinci is incredibly powerful. But there is that learning curve, the learning curve from hell.
It is. DaVinci's tough. I mean, I think I'm getting better at the editing part. It's certainly a lot easier to trim your videos in DaVinci than in iMovie. There's lots of flexibility there. So and I've in my last video, I don't think I transitioned. I transitioned once out of the whole thing. So that's an improvement. Yeah.
Dave, the mic you're currently using, is it on your earbud thingy?
Yeah, it's right here.
I'm hearing a bit of crackling from you. It's not a big deal right now, but it might be something you check out in future.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's like there's a noise filter or something that pops in and out.
Okay.
I thought maybe it was just brushing against your shirt, maybe, or.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's possible. It probably is. It probably is.
No, it's still happening even when you're not moving though. You could try unplugging it from your computer and plugging it back in. Maybe that might do it, but probably not. You're gonna need, like Jess's setup there. You're gonna need to spend, what is it, $2,000 you've spent on that setup, Jess?
Including the camera, yeah.
No, not
including the
camera,
computer, no.
Just the mic.
No, that's this mic was $514 in perfectly good Canadian dollars. It's more affordable in the States.
William says, I don't know, but I think you guys are doing good. I can't figure out how to send a picture to family.
I love it.
Is 4K 3840 by 2160? Or is that
yes.
2K? Yeah. That's 4K?
Yeah. By 2160, yeah.
Oh, so I could have rendered in it then. I'm gonna re-render Friday's video in the higher resolution and see what happens.
But okay, I do want to ask, why do you want to do like a 4K video? Like, what is it that you want to?
Well, I'm
because
trying to get
you're throwing a
better codec.
Okay, so it's just for the codec.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right.
So for all the people watching, when we edit and render a video, our rendering software applies a codec to it. It's pretty much just a compression. It makes the file size a lot smaller, but it also, what it really doing is it takes like when you, God, should I really get into it here? Like it's very inefficient to send every frame of a video to your screen.
Yeah.
every, 24th of a second or every 30th of a second. So if a pixel doesn't change color, for a couple of seconds, it doesn't send you that new pixel every single frame. It says, hey, keep that pixel for a little bit.
Right.
So a codec will, and that's sometimes when you watch a Netflix or something and suddenly everything's kind of blotchy, is because it's not sending you a lot of information. It's pixelated is what we call it. Better codecs, of course, will just, I don't know, I think they just send more information, but after we've rendered our video, it might look good on our computers, but once we send it to YouTube applies a further codec on top of it to try and compress the file even smaller, because, of course,
I've noticed a lot of my videos don't look as good as they do on my computer. So where do you determine that, though?
Well, if you right-click on a video, like I'm right-clicking on Dave's video right now, it's one of the options is Stats for Nerds.
Right.
And it pops up a little window. If I share my screen here, I'm not sure if people will be able to see it, but how to make a simple compost bin. Yeah, can you see that? You might have to maximize this window here. But see, under codecs, it's listed AVC1.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yep. So one of the things though that YouTube does is, because if you're a new YouTube channel, you don't have a lot of subscribers, they'll give you sometimes you don't get the higher codec, they'll give you the lower one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just checked my my most recent, my Getting GoPro Wind Noise Under Control with a Wind Muff video, and my codecs are AVC 1.6400028.
Yeah.
So is that...
So that's the crappy one.
Okay, so how do I determine, how do I affect that?
So what you do is, go ahead.
Well, so you figured this out. If you upload your video in 4K, then you get the better codec.
Or 2K. So you can film in 1080p, and you can render in 2K, and then you'll get the higher codec.
Yeah, because 1080p and 2K are both 1080. They're both 1080. It's just one is 1920 and the other is 2048.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
So
that makes sense.
You could cheat. Yeah. I learned that by a YouTube video.
I should be doing that.
Yeah. So I should have done that in my last Friday's video. Maybe I might take that video down and re-render it and put it back up. Maybe I'll do that.
2K.
So this all started because I did a video about a month ago. It was indoor tour of our semi off-grid cabin, and I was really pixelated in it, and that's where this whole conversation between Russell and I started about. And then I was using iMovie, and iMovie only has one codec. They don't have any options on it. It's
right,
and you always get the ACVI one or whatever it is. Because of it.
I gotta call you out on something. You said 2K was 1080, but it was higher the other thing, and it's not. It's 2K is 2560 by 1440, which is different.
What did you say it is?
Hold on.
2560 by 1440. Oh, because here I got 2048 by 1152. 2K 16 to aspect ratio.
Are there two different? Because I know standard DCI 2K is 2048 by 1080.
Yes,
but
that's here too. Yeah.
A 2K monitor, I think, is a 1440 monitor.
Ah.
So, which of these 2Ks?
Do the 2048 by 1152 2K 16 to 9. It's under. You'll see it under resolution in DaVinci.
I do like.
Well, I guess that's the important thing. I mean, they all got to be 16 to 9, whether or not it's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I've learned that on my thumbnails now.
Yay! I remember those first thumbnails you put up, where
They're
it's
stretched.
like you're squished down like.
Yeah. Or yeah. Yeah. So I make sure now I get the 16:9 on the thumbnails.
It's important.
I worked really hard on my last thumbnail, like doing instant alpha and putting a picture of myself there, and
Right.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Oh, how do you do this again?
I would like to point out to Ken Johnson that I have now gone and caressed the like button.
Caressed.
Smash it.
And smash it.
Smash it if you be so inclined. What's Russell doing?
I'm not sure.
What you doing, Russell?
Is that? Oh, that's not it. What am I looking at?
Nobody knows.
Where's your?
Share your screen so we can all be mystified together.
I'll figure this out.
Why do I say things? That was a redonkulous statement. God, Jess, come on.
There we go.
You know what? I have to refer back to Discord. I'm so funny. OG. I should have remembered that. Okay. OG.
What's Russell doing?
I'm scrolling at the moment.
I'm lost. I think what we were talking about 2K. We were talking about thumbnails. We were talking about 16:9.
Well, it all started because I said I filmed in 4K, but then
Right.
ended up uploading in 1080p.
1080, which is what I do because I love the freedom it gives me to zoom in whenever I need to. I mean, look at any of my videos over the past couple of years. I'm like, boom, 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 boom. You know, and you can do so much. You can zoom in so much more without it getting pixelated when you're shooting at 4K or 5K.
Yeah. But you can't do that with the GoPro, though, right?
Sean's here. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Sean, how's it going? Yeah, I've been shooting in the GoPro. In fact, the GoPro. Yeah. Okay, Jess. Start again. The GoPro is where I was accidentally shooting in 5K.
Yeah.
Which is great in terms of zooming in, but is really crappy in terms of filling my hard drive like that.
Well, that's
5K.
Yeah.
At 5K, does it still do stabilization?
I think so. I mean, it seems pretty
Sorry,
stable.
Dave.
Have Sean come on so we can talk about nail guns.
Hey, I finally used my nail gun today. I bought it like last year.
Really? Sean again?
Yeah.
Sean with
Didn't we
his
just
nail
talk to him like a month ago?
Yeah, that was 6 months ago, I think. It's tonight.
The world
tonight
needs
on
more
his
Sean anyway.
Yeah, tonight on his live stream, everybody told Sean to buy a nail gun because watching him put together his first beam with a hammer was painful to watch.
Sean is doing everything just fine.
I haven't caught up with Sean. I don't know where he's at, but I saw that he laid down the beam. Is that what?
Yeah, he put together his first laminated beam out of 2x8s. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that because I have a laminated beam keeping my house standing right now because when we redid the ground floor, we took out
A weight bearing wall.
Yes, exactly, a load bearing wall. Sean in Alaska is in the house, and he's gone.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, next time he comes on, I'll ignore him and maybe he'll stick around. I think I scared him off.
Jess, you got a good porn voice.
Unfortunately, that's it. Okay, I'm letting him in. What was that all about, Sean?
I think when I put the camera on the tripod here, or the cell phone on the tripod, all of a sudden the screen got all hazy, and I went to back because I thought I was on a different one, and I backed right out.
All right.
Oh,
there we go.
There it is. Whoop! There it is.
Good job, Sean.
Nice one. I was just saying how I like that beam you made.
That turned out well. I was pretty happy with it, but it cost me about 87 more nails than it probably should have.
The one that's holding my house up isn't even nails. It's all bolts. Or it probably has nails, but most of what's keeping it all laminated is these big-ass bolts.
Yeah, I'll probably run some bolts through mine as well, but I'll wait until I actually get them mounted on top of the sonotubes, and then I'll bolt through sections that have joinery that aren't on top of sonotubes when they're done.
Yep. I just wanted to say hi to SV Raven Flintlock. I was about to bring him up on screen when Russell did it. Kristen, I'm unsure. Oh, I see. Okay, she changed her.
That's a nice picture.
What a great picture.
Great.
It's a great picture. Sorry, I was drinking scotch last night. Sort of left a little effect on me.
What are you drinking tonight?
I was having tea, and I did not have time to organize any beverage of any type before rushing down when I saw that you were on, Russell. So
there's always time for a beverage.
Yeah, I think you're right, Sean.
This is what it takes, right?
Uh-oh, if he comes on with a beverage, I'm doomed. Ah, jeez.
That's all it takes.
Wait, was that Tullamore Dew?
Yes, it was.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Damn it.
It's always Tullamore Dew.
I'll be right back. Damn it.
He only has to run to his workshop. I mean, it's right there.
Peer pressure. I love peer pressure.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So
how
many
many
things get
beans
done.
did you get made, Sean? Just the one? Or
I just have the one made. I'm going to put the other one together. I got an edit video tomorrow because I'm doing 2 a week now. So I'll throw the other one together on Tuesday, and that'll go much smoother, I'm sure. I actually found my skill saw and everything else. So.
Yeah. You know, one thing you could do, like, you know how you're putting the nails through, then you're banging them over before you put the third beam on?
Right. I fixed that, but what's your solution?
Nail them at an angle.
So what I ended up doing was I bought a box of 10Ds.
Oh, okay.
And then the 10Ds are only 3 inches, and the 2x8s are actually 1.5 inches thick. So the 10Ds only connect the 2 boards, so I use those to tack, and then I go back through when I have the 3rd board on, and I use the 16Ds, and then W pattern all the way through the 16 with 16s, and then at every joint they get 3 on each side of the joint, and including internal joints. So on the middle beam, if I've got a solid beam and a solid beam, if that middle beam has a joint in it, I throw 3 on either side of that joint as well.
Yeah, from the backside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the 16D? Is that a 3.5 inch? 3.5 inch nail? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't use that terminology up here. Or sorry, down here, I guess I should say.
Yeah, I guess
You're
I'm
in
a
Alaska.
little further north.
But
yeah, it's so I mean, every video I watched, everybody's all, yeah, we use 16Ds, we use 16Ds. Well, when I pounded the first ones in, and it was only 5 nails that it happened with, until I realized I had a problem. Because I turned the board over and I went, I don't think they're supposed to be sticking out a 1/2 inch on the other side. Well, once I realized that, I said, okay, I'm stopping at the hardware store. I'm stopping everything right here. I'm going to the hardware store tomorrow. I'm picking up another box of 10Ds. So I'd have only the nail that would tack, and then I could go back to the 3.5 inch.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's
Sean, I made the exact same mistake on the facing board underneath my deck.
Yeah.
It would have been fine if I'd nailed it from the front side, but I nailed it from the inside. I was just walking along, and then I looked over and like, oh shit! I got all these nails sticking through. Like, oh fuck's sakes!
I'll tell you what, though, it made that video. It made for great comments from people. I had one guy. So what David was alluding to about the nail gun was everybody in my chat tonight on the live chat was just like, dude, you really need to get a nail gun. You really
I started that.
Oh, it was you.
I was the first one to start that. Yeah.
But then finally, one of the guys is all Last Frontier Cabin was all dude, whatever you do, I don't want you to get a nail gun. I am so entertained by watching you try and put nails into a board.
Wow.
For the record, Sean, I have a nail gun, and tonight I bought it last year or a year and a half ago, and tonight was the first time I actually used. Today was the first time I've ever used it. So
I would put one to use, that's for sure. But it's, I so much of this I want to do the first of with hand tools, and then as I progress through it, then I don't have any problem using the power tools for it. But I really want to be able to say to myself, that wall right there, I frame that wall by hand.
right.
You'll die trying to do framing with a hammer.
Yeah.
I did framing with a hammer
Oh.
for three summers.
Yeah, but you probably know how to use a hammer. I didn't. I had to watch 5 YouTube videos this weekend to try and learn how to use a hammer properly.
Well, that's
Just
my
watch
other-
Sean James. He
Yeah.
knows how to.
Yeah.
do that.
So my other question was, are you using a 16 ounce or a 20 ounce hammer?
19.
19. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And it is. It's a framing hammer. I went to the store and I bought an S-Wing
Okay.
framing hammer, and I got it at Home Depot, and it was only
Leather handled
only
or
50
rubber handled?
huh?
The stacked leather handle or the blue plastic handle?
the blue rubber one. Yeah.
Because I have this
As
thing,
it-
man.
As I watch the number of viewers go, "Nee."
Codec the hammers.
Is that a 16-ounce hammer or a 20-ounce? Nee.
19. Oh, it got interesting again.
Yeah. I'm
Dun, dun,
killing,
dun.
killing Russell's live stream. Sorry. I'll shut up now.
Hey, John. Welcome. On this channel, I don't really care. Although, I think we had like upwards of 50 people last time we did this watching.
I did
viewers
something a little
lately.
different tonight in honor of Sean. Drinking American.
Nice. Which one?
Little Michter's small batch.
Is
Okay.
it made from real Americans?
Yes.
I'm not sure what part of the Americans, but yes.
But you buy the 12-year-old, it's made from children.
Okay. Okay.
That's going to get
Really,
banned.
that got weird really fast.
Wow. I couldn't decide if I was going to do that or the Wild Turkey 101, but I went for the Michter's, which
Why
apparently.
don't you do a blend? Half and half.
Mm,
I'm not drinking tonight.
goose. You're not drinking?
No,
What
I was
happened?
up. I was up to 3 a.m. and I was in pretty rough shape when I went to bed last night. This morning.
I was up till 3:30, and I was up at 8 because I had a buddy coming over to help me install the TV. Oh, the box of which is right behind me. Whoops.
That's
wow.
funny. I was up till like 3 last night too, but only because I was an AFib.
I was in bed at
Weird.
9.
Anyway,
I was playing video games.
Dave, grab a beer. You can't be the odd man out.
All right.
Grab a tea. Grab a tea.
Grab a
Tea's a
tea.
good drink.
I like tea actually. I could grab tea.
I love tea.
Okay,
I'll- I get one of each. No. I'll be back.
I was totally going. Yeah, go, Dave. Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself so you don't have to listen to the scratchiness. I've lost my mouse.
I'm not hearing it actually. The
Oh, okay,
popping.
good.
I was gonna say I was ready to give Dave the old peer pressure punch, but all it took was a little poke. Have a beer, Dave.
Okay.
All
Salute.
right. Oh, how long do you gotta let that one sit for, Jess?
It's American. You don't have to let it sit.
Same with Irish. You just drink it.
Yeah. All that refined stuff is for Scotch. And the rule is, actually, if this wasn't aged, so this is a Kentucky straight. So, am I right? That straight means it's at least 2 years old in the barrel.
I don't know. It's bourbon. I'm not a bourbon guy.
Yeah, I don't know what the rules are. The thing is, Americans have to be special, right? So instead of just having numbers and stuff, they have all these categories, like a straight versus a blah versus a this and a that, like all these names. Whereas in Scotch, it's very simple. 10 means that in this bottle, the youngest whiskey in there is 10 years old. You know, there might be a 30 in there, like it's a blend of different barrels, but it's all just, you know, and any other words are like sherried, means that it was either finished or aged in a sherry barrel. It's very, very simple. With fucking bourbon, are we worried about monetization? Nah, okay.
No.
So in that case, with fucking bourbon, like you got all these names for everything. Straight, bottled in bond. It's like you shouldn't have to learn the lingo to that extent to enjoy the beverage.
Yeah, but that's because of the ABC, so our alcoholic beverage control. Just like France has appellations for the regions where wine is grown, and most of Europe does. In the United States, if you call it one thing, it has a different tax rate than if you call it another thing.
Yeah, I know, and it's whiskey in the United States is like firearms in the UK. None of the terms make sense in a basic knowledge sort of way. What is cool about bourbon though is that it's always got to be virgin oak, right?
Okay.
What that means is that, like, if you do age a bourbon for 20 years or 24 years, the way you can get with some, like, really like a 24-year Scotch, it will be very, very, very different, because the wood effect it'll just take the distillate and beat the crap out of it. Because when you get to Scotch, they're all using ex-bourbon barrels, right? So the barrels used in Scotch were originally used to age bourbon, because in bourbon you can't reuse the barrel. So you build a barrel, then you sell it to Scotland or Canada or, you know, whatever. But what that means is, like, because virgin oak gives kind of a spicy, just a little bit. So that's why, you know, you don't see a lot of 50-year-old bourbon. I mean, you do see some aged bourbons, but it's really hard for them not to get over oaked because of the virgin oak aspect.
Huh, okay, that's crazy. I didn't know any of those rules. So.
Although we have to say hi to David from South Korea at lunchtime. Hey, David.
Bon appetit, David.
Join us. Bon appetit. We need to learn some Korean words so we can say things like that. I don't know any. I mean, I can do bienvenue in French. I can do hola. I can do como está. You know, I don't know any Korean.
Yeah, I don't know any Korean either. I know a lot about K-pop because I have a 10-year-old daughter, but I don't. I don't know.
K-pop is awesome. There's actually some genius musicians behind the whole stuff.
Yes, I absolutely agree with you. Absolutely.
I mean, okay, there's a bunch of kids on stage who have been very finely rehearsed and
for a long time,
properly made up, but there's some brilliant musicians behind all that. Yep. Not having whiskey at lunch. Oh, here we go. Not having whiskey at lunch. Annyeonghaseyo.
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 It almost sounds like, we'll say no.
I actually recognize that phrase from a song by a Akdong musician. So, but
that's
I don't
hello.
know what it actually means. Okay.
I thought not having whiskey. I thought that was not having whiskey at lunch. Okay, I'm only on my third beer.
I know some swear words.
Such a dumbass.
Cantonese or Mandarin.
Swear words? Great.
Yeah.
I'm such a dumbass. Anyway, what's the next part of your cabin there, Sean?
I've still got quite a bit of snow and ice on the ground and ice in the ground. So I'm still a couple of weeks before I can really do anything property-wise. So I'm going to be just dropping some more trees, widening some areas out that I'm looking at now that I think might be a little bit too clustered still. I'll get the 3 beams built, and then I'll probably do kind of holding off on the first order of wood because I'm bringing a skid steer in, and I don't want to have to move the wood once. You know what I mean? I want to be able to do everything I've got to do with the skid steer, then bring the wood in. I might bring some concrete in because I picked up a couple of pallets, so I might bring the concrete mix in and get that stacked in the sonotubes and ready to go.
Sonotubes, yeah. How many sonotubes are you doing? Are you doing like 9?
15.
15. How big is the cabin?
It's 20 by 24. So I figure if I go 6 feet between the sonotubes, I've got 1, then 6, then 12, then 18, then 24, which will give me 5 on each row by 3 rows.
Yeah, okay.
So how many beams? 5 beams?
3 of the main beams on the
3 big ones.
Three of the long beams, girders for the subfloor, and then the subfloor on top of that.
Subfloor on top of that. Okay.
Yeah.
So that doesn't count your outside walls then, right?
Well, yeah, once the subfloor is on. So the outside walls will rest on the 2 outside girders.
Right.
And then, so once the outside walls are on, the whole structure will be 20 feet wide by 24 feet deep.
Okay. Sean, I don't remember. Because I saw you did a TikTok about that beam. Is that length going to include a front porch?
Yeah. So
okay.
Originally when I built it, I was just going to build 24 foot long because that's the depth of the cabin. So instead, I thought, you know what, I could do a whole lot less cutting if I just buy 10-foot boards. And so I made them 30 feet long, and that gives me a little bit to cut off of the back and the front and still have a good 5-foot front porch.
Right.
So I've got basically an area to shake the snow off, throw a little bit of wood and stuff on there, and it'll be free floating because there'll really be no weight on that front porch other than a couple of boards across there and a staircase coming up.
You're going to cantilever it.
Yeah.
Don't skimp on the porch.
Well, no, the porch is just for the entry. The deck, on the other hand, on the other side is going to be a serious deck. Yeah.
Okay, so I did the exact same thing. I got a porch on that side and I got a deck on that side.
Yeah.
So my cabin is 28 feet long, but then I have an extra foot on each end for the gables for the roof, right? Because there's an overhang, so 30 feet long. So this was what I was thinking. Like did I use 10-foot boards for the ridge beam? I forget.
So did you triple up your ridge beam or did you just double it up?
Single.
Oh, it's just one single board? See, and that's originally I was thinking I was going to have to double it up, but everybody I'm talking to goes, no, you could get away with a single. You'll be fine just doing a single board on that.
The ridge beam doesn't do anything. It's just there to hold the truss boards.
Yeah, the rafters.
The rafters in place.
Yeah.
Right.
What's really holding the building together is my eye joists above me here.
Right.
That's what's holding the building from either collapsing or going up. What is it called?
Right. So it's basically it's holding it together so the walls don't come out with the weight of the roof and the snow.
Yeah, well, yeah. So it doesn't go like this, but I think more importantly, it doesn't go like
the walls don't fall in on you.
No, there's something. The roof can also go up because of wind pressure.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. So for me, what I'm doing with that is that's just going to be on the inside because the walls are going to be 12 foot high. That way I can get the extra footage upstairs for the loft.
Yep.
So the walls are going to be 12 foot high, but my ceilings are going to be 8 foot. And then I'll have beams tying across the whole thing on the inside, bolted in. Right. And then that will hold everything in.
Fair enough.
Yep.
I can't wait to see it. And I tell you what, Sean, as soon as you start doing the framing, well, I mean, every part of this you should film the absolute hell out of. But your framing is going to be the real visual stuff where people are going to go, oh, wow, look at this coming together.
Yeah, once you throw that first wall up, I mean, every video I've ever watched, once they throw the first wall up, you're like, I see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, milk the shit out of that for your YouTube videos.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And there's this problem where you really want to get your cabin done, right? But you really want to do a video shoot.
It's hard. Like this last video I did on this compost bin, getting the right angles and where to put the camera so you don't block what you're doing so people can see it. And
when you accept the fact that you're doing a video shoot, it's hard because it's like I'm not getting anything done.
Yeah, absolutely. David Edward Tolson asked Sean, "Do you have local lumber mills in Alaska?" I'm gonna say yes.
We do, but I mean, nothing close enough to me where I could actually buy dimensional lumber for construction.
Right.
But like a lot of trim lumber, a lot of slab lumber, a lot of like the siding I did on my chicken coop was all from a local mill. From one of my viewers, actually, he donated all the mill for the board and batten that I did on the chicken coop. But
Okay.
yeah, nothing that I can actually say, hey, I need 96 2x8 by 12s,
Yeah,
or
I
2x6
get it.
by 12s.
Yeah, absolutely.
Steve and
Where's
Kristen
that?
are trying to figure out their camera here.
I got a quick question. Where do you go in YouTube to get to night mode?
Is it YouTube or is that in your actual operating system? Because my
You
YouTube.
click. Hold on, no. Yeah, it's in YouTube. You click your thumbnail in the top right, or your icon, or your avatar.
Yep.
And then there's dark mode.
Go down to appearance device theme.
Right.
And then there's
Okay.
dark.
Oh, got it.
theme.
Got it. Dark theme. Got it. Thank you. Oh, that's better. It was blinding.
Can't see you as well, but I wouldn't worry about it.
No, it's okay. I can fix that.
All right,
There.
let's try. There she is. Turn your camera sideways.
Right.
They're standing on their heads.
Have you got? Why does that happen?
I
Some
don't
Guys-
know.
people are able to just.
I'm sitting here and I'm falling asleep. I'm gonna turn in. But
All right,
have a
Jess.
good night, you guys, and I'll see you all this week.
Night, Jess.
Joey.
Night.
Hey, Jess,
Night.
See you Tuesday.
Christy. Yeah. Bye.
this is on